continuing on with Ulysses by Alfred Tennyson. So let's read on, guys. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. Okay. So in the previous stanza, he was talking about the sail and the dark, broad seas. Okay, the sail of the ship and the ship being ready, everything being ready, and his friends. Okay, he was urging them on, like, before dying, we are old, but before dying, we need to do something. We can't just sit around and wait for death, right? So now he begins by saying, the lights begin to twinkle from the rocks, right? The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. So he's giving a picture of, something that, yeah, it's beautiful. The environment over there is asking them to actually leave. Okay, start with the journey. So the sail, the dark broad seas, and the rocks twinkling, and it's all a reference to that. So the long day wanes, the slow moon climbs the deep. Okay, moans round with many voices. So the long day is waning. So this was in the evening, basically. So, and the moon, the slow moon is actually coming up. Okay, the day is ending, and the moon just is coming up. The slow moon climbs. The deep moans. So deep is a reference to the sea. Okay, because it's deep, right? Like, the deep blue sea, right? That's why that is what is a reference to. The deep moans means the sound that when you stand beside in a beach and all, you can hear those sounds, right, coming from the sea. That he calls moans, round with many voices. So many voices are coming from the sea. Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer life. Okay, so he's urging his friends again and saying that it is not too late. We can continue on. Okay, it's not too late to seek a newer world. Push off and setting well in order smite the surrounding furrows, for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset and the baths of all the western stars until I die. Okay, so he wants them to start with the journey. Okay, and push off, basically he wants to just push off into the sea. Okay, push the vessel into the sea, and sitting well in order. So sitting well in order, back in those days, like they didn't have all this machinery and everything, so people had to row. All his friends actually sitting up there and in position and start rowing the boat. So, and surrounding furrows for my purpose holds. Okay, and sitting well in order smite the surrounding furrows. He's now talking about smiting, means hitting the basically when you take the oar and you start rowing, what happens, you hit the waves, basically. That is what he is describing here. And so in order smite the surrounding furrows. So sit in order and just start with hitting the surrounding furrows. For my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset. So it's my purpose that holds that to sail beyond the sunset. Okay, so go beyond the sunset. So this was his dream, and the baths of the western stars. So basically, now he goes into Greek mythology of the baths of the western stars. So there were this mythological sort of places there. Until I die. So this is not just a journey going beyond from one place to the other. Okay, I told you before that it was not just a physical movement, but it was also in thought. Right now, it becomes like a spiritual journey now. So he says that it's going from death to the afterlife, basically. So it may be that the gulfs will wash us down. Maybe it will happen. We'll get to that place, those isles that were mentioned. So that is what he will mention now. Maybe those gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles. Okay, this is a reference to the happy isles. Okay, Elysian islands. Okay, These were like mythological places where everything is good. Like, it could be comparable to what we call heaven, a beautiful sort of amazing place, right? So happy isles and see the great Achilles. Okay, so in their culture, they believed that warriors and people who fought and did great, acts of valor and courage, where did they go? To these happy isles. Okay, happy islands, this great, where everything was present for them, right? So it is comparable to, like, some sort of paradise, or where everything is there for them. So whom we knew, let us see the great Achilles whom we knew. This is a reference back to the Trojan War again. Okay, Achilles, who was a great warrior. He was he was very crucial for winning this war. He was like one of these great warriors who would not fight in the beginning, but he is convinced to fight. If you have read the book, the Iliad, or watched the movie, at least you would know what I'm talking about. So, and see the great Achilles whom we knew. So his thing is to go join with those great heroes of the past who have died in battle. Okay, dying in battle and in warfare was seen as something great, a glorious thing, right? That they die with great honor and name. So that is what he's referring to here. Though much is taken, much abides. Okay, if we take much in life and everything, much abides. And though we are now that we are not now that strength which in olden days moved heaven and earth. Now that he's older in life, okay, he's like an old person. He's not like a young guy who moved heaven and earth. Back in those days, he says, we as a group, we moved heaven and earth. Okay, we did all of those things. We don't have that much strength right now. Okay, we are not that young. We are not that full of life, right? But yet we can actually do something more, is what his point is. Okay, mood heaven, that which we are, which we that which we are. Okay, one equal temper of heroic hearts. Okay, one equal temper. Basically, they are united in this feeling, this temper, one equal temper. They are united in their mind, in this heroic hearts, of being heroic hearts. So this heroic spirit, that heroic sort of deeds of valor, is what was common in that group. So though we are old, we still have those heroic hearts. Still, we can do something, is what he means. Made weak by time and fate. Okay, time and fate has made them weaker, right? Because of the fate is talking about destiny. This is a very big thing in the ancient world. They believed in fate. Okay, you things happen to you because they were meant to happen. This was your destiny to happen. Okay, and it's in all of our destiny to actually grow old and die, right? So that is what he's referring to here. It made weak by time and fate, but strong in will. But that willpower to go and do great things has not reduced, is what he's pointing out to. That heroic heart has not waned. It has not reduced. Okay, physically they are old. Okay, but in their hearts they are still, like, ready to go and do more exploring, do more warfare, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. To strive for it. Okay, to seek, to find, not to yield. Okay, not to just like give up, not to just like say that, oh, this is life, just give up in the face of the challenges. So what do you see here? This is all throughout the poem, and especially with this ending, you see that there is a spirit of perseverance. There is a spirit of facing difficulties. Now, they do believe in fate, but the thing is, they actually go beyond that too. Okay, they have especially Ulysses has this hubris to go beyond, your limits. Of course, yeah, you are limited by the forces of nature, okay, which were viewed as almost like a spiritual forces, okay, ruled by gods and spirits and whatnot in those days. But even in that kind of a situation, we are in a position to change our lives. That is the why did Tennyson actually pick this character and express these views? He's not talking about. He's not. He doesn't want people to go and do warfare or anything like that. But you can see the mindset that is present in this, the worldview that is being developed here, right from the days of Ulysses up until the Victorian era in Tennyson. This sort of seeking out for knowledge, going out there, going beyond your limitations in life, going beyond what is limiting you, and having that uh, that imagination, basically seeing that arch that welcomes you, and going beyond and thinking that, okay, I do not know what is out there, what kind of world I will encounter, right? But I am ready to go and explore it. This kind of a thing, right? It's not just about exploring different places and discovering things, okay? But it's more about expanding your mind, being open to new things, and being able to reimagine your life in a different light, and going beyond your limitations, right? Um, Not everyone can do that, okay? Not everyone can actually imagine things beyond uh, what limited worldview that they have. So this sort of a vein of thinking, of going beyond your physical and thought limitations, and physical geographical limitations, and cultural limitations, and this is almost like spiritual limitations also. This sort of spirit of just going beyond is what is being expressed by Tennyson in this poem, I believe, right? And he uses this ancient mythological character, right? But you can look up things which have been discovered, because the Trojan War was believed to be just a mythology for a long time. But there has been an explorer, I can't remember his name, but he went out there and found a lot of places in archaeology which do sort of match up. There is no conclusive evidence as such that this could be Troy, or this could be the Elysian Islets and all, but there seems to be something that is true to this story. But anyone, nobody can know for sure. It could be just like a legend, but this legendary character and the kind of hubris that he has gives an insight to us into the kind of things that developed in Western civilization, and how, the kind of strong influence literature has on real life. When you think of Columbus, when you think of Alexander, when you think of the Crusades, when you think of the colonial powers going out there and exploring, um, 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 and different kinds of people, like, studying, archiving the world, finding about the world, even the scientific sort of exploration of the world and beyond, um, traveling to the moon, all have to do with this sort of sense of, going beyond your boundaries. And these have been accomplished by people who could imagine a world beyond what was given to them, or what in the kind of context that they grew up. So I hope this inspires you to think about these things, and how this have affected people or influenced people on a historical sense, and how it could actually change the way you think about your life, and how it could affect you in a positive way. So I hope this helped. Thank you.